Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Evans, and today I'm going to be taking you through how to create your perfect practice plan. If you tuned into Monday's webinar, what we went through was how to create your drills. We're doing a three-part series this week. The first one, of course, how to create your drills. I created a couple of different drills that we're going to be using for today's webinar, being how to create your practice plan. And then on Saturday morning, we're going to be going through how to put that all together, share it with your coaches, sharing it with your association, and really leveraging the whole platform of CoachThem. As I said on Monday, I do ask you to please keep any questions that you have today specific to practice plan creation. This webinar is going to be recorded and it's going to be going up on our blog site. So to keep everything specific, all the questions specified to practice planning would be very helpful just for future use. Anyone looking to have other reference to this webinar would be great if it could all be centralized under the practice plans creation. So what I'm going to be going through today, as I mentioned, I'm going to take some drills that we created on Monday. We're going to put them together in a plan. We're going to set it up for tonight's practice, being November 1st. We'll set it up for 7:30 p.m. I'm going to show you how it's going to be stored, where you can get the drills from, and how everything can be put together. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So again, I'm going to focus my whole attention on the plans page here. So I'm just on the plans page of our site. Looking at the plans page, of course, you have the middle, which is the schedule. That's where all of your different drills are going to be laid out. On the right-hand side, you have the drills panel. So from your personal folder, team, association, marketplace, and shared, you can pick drills from all of these different folders and put them into your practice plan. On the left-hand side of the page, you have your plans panel. So that's going to be all of the storage of your practice plans. So you're going to have your personal plans. So those are only going to be able to be viewed by you. You have your team plans, so your head coach, your assistant coaches, if you're signed up under a team, you can put your practice plans under that team folder. Of course, there's an association folder as well. If you're signed up with your club, you can store all of the practice plans within that association folder, have it accessible to everyone. We do have a marketplace of plans as well. And of course, the shared folder where you're going to be able to share with different coaches. You can create groups and put practice plans in that folder too. Up at the top of the screen, so you're going to see the plan titles. This is where I'm going to type in, of course, the name of my practice plan. So I'm going to do it for tonight's practice. So we'll do November 1st practice, we'll call it. I can set my date and my time, of course, here. So for November 1st, I can set the time. We'll go 7:30 p.m. So 7:30 p.m. So that's perfect. So everything's set up now. So I have the date set up. I can start adding drills into my practice plans. So on Monday, we went over and I created two different drills. I created the best drill ever, and I created the 5-shot quick release. So I'm going to go into my personal folder here, and I'm going to find those drills. So looking at my warm-up folder, of course, I have my best drill ever here. If I want to add anything to my practice plan, I can just click that add button, and it automatically goes into the schedule with that 10 minutes that I initially created it with. That's how it's going to be laid out in the practice plan. If I want to have a quick view of it and I didn't exactly want to add it to the plan right away, I can just click this magnifying glass here, and it's going to give me a little highlight of the drill, the description that I wrote in, and if there's any key points, they would be listed there as well. So that's my first drill. I can add in the best drill ever. I also had the 5-shot quick release, and I kept that under my skill drills because it was a shooting drill. So I see right there, 5-shot quick release. I add that to my plan. I'm actually going to run it for 10 minutes this practice because we're going to do a whole hour-and-a-half practice. Add that for 10 minutes. You see the total time at the top of the screen that's going to be added in. It's going to accumulate as you add more drills, more notes. It's going to take it all into consideration, and that's going to be the total time of your practice up at the top of the screen. So I'm going to take those two drills. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go into my 2-on-0 drills. Now I want to add this D1 touch number 1. So I can add this again to my practice plan right there. Now I have 3 drills from my personal folder of my plan. Now from here, what I could do is I could go into any of these other folders and continue to add drills. So I'll go into my team folder. I'm set up under my team CoachThem, and I can look through all these drills. So my recent drills, I have my warm-up drills, skill drills, 2-on-0, and neutral zone as well. So I know I wanted to add the neutral zone slash drill. You'll also see who created the drill here. So I'm in this group with Mike Weaver. He is our CEO and one of our co-founders. So Mike added this drill to the group. I've added these other drills. So I know I really like neutral zone slash drill. I can go ahead, click add, and it's going to be added from my team folder into my practice plan. From here, if I had any drills that I wanted to throw in for my association as well, you could definitely add those in from there. If I wanted to add some marketplace drills, I could do that as well. But from here, I'm going to go down to my shared folder, and then again, I'm going to look at what Mike shared with me. So, of course, in the shared folder, if you're not already familiar, this is going to be different areas that you're going to have set up with your coaches. So you can set up a group with one coach, you can set up a group with numerous different coaches, and you can all contribute to these folders, and you can share them with each other. So I'm going to look at some of Mike's drills and some of the drills he shared with me, and I really like, he has a Shaw breakouts drill. So I can go into my breakouts, and I don't see it in that folder. I can check the defense folder right there, Shaw breakouts. I can click add, and then automatically it can be added to my practice plan. So in a situation like that where I knew what the drill was called, but I didn't know exactly where to find it, I could keep on searching through. I can keep on clicking the folders. What I could also do as well, I'm going to show you how to exit. If I want to just get rid of this drill temporarily, I can click X. If I want to search all of my different folders, from my personal folder, my team folder, association, marketplace, and shared, I can just type in with this really cool search feature. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in that Shaw breakouts. I knew it was called Shaw breakouts. I type in Shaw, and automatically it's right there. Easy, accessible. I click add, and it's automatically added to my practice plan. So right now I've created a practice plan that's 15 minutes long. It has 5 different drills in it. To fill out that hour-and-a-half gap, or if you have, of course, the Zamboni on the ice, it's going to be an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to add some water breaks in. I'm going to add a team discussion, and I'm going to add in a scrimmage. And you can do that all within the quick note feature, which is really neat. So within this quick note, I can type in a water break. I can set how long I want to run it for. So if I want to run them for 2 minutes, I can add in 1, 2, 3, and then just use this little pancake feature, and I can move them around. So I can put a water break there, put a water break in between there. I can also put one in between here. What you can do on top of this is that you can add in another note. So I'm going to add in a team discussion. So we'll do water break / team discussion. So I'm going to add this for 4 minutes. We're going to do this right at the end of practice. So 4 minutes, I have now my total time is 60 minutes. I know my assistant coaches are going to know, and I'm going to have for future reference, and this is how it's going to be broken down. That way you can effectively go through the practice, allocating the correct amount of time per drill. You're not going to be wasting any time maneuvering around, wasting time with certain drills, adding time to others. It's all going to be extremely effective and efficient for you. So I can add in the quick notes like that. If I want to add in a scrimmage, whether you drew up a scrimmage drill or you just want to add in a quick note for a scrimmage, I can actually type in a full ice. We can do a full ice scrimmage. I'm going to run this for 20 minutes. Right at the end of practice, now my total practice time is 80 minutes. So that's the full time of the practice. Everything is laid out for me, and I'm ready to save it. But before I save it, what we're going to do, and similarly to how we did with the drills, we also have this tag feature as well. So the tag feature is how it's going to be stored under that personal folder on the left-hand side. So I'm going to tag this as November practice. So tag it by the month. If I wanted to, I could tag it as flow practice. We have pregame, conditioning, checking, boards and defense focused, training camp, et cetera, et cetera. These are all the different tags that you can keep the practice plan specified under your personal folder. And as you see here, again, we have this draft, that 13, basically saying that there's been 13 edits to this specific practice plan. So in the event that my computer shuts down, in the event that I lose internet connection, whatever the case is, you're not going to lose all the work that you've put in. So I put about 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes into this practice plan already. It's completely done, but if my computer shut off right now, I would lose all this work in a different situation. But what we've created, of course, is this draft feature. So you can see all the different edits you've made to, and if you will need to go back, you need to add anything, you can go back through your drafts and you can make sure that you haven't lost all of that intellectual property, all that information that you've set up. So from here, I can save the practice plan. And then again, as I mentioned, it's going to be saved under that personal folder under November 1st practice right here. If I want to expand the view, it's really great. You can just click expand, and that's going to show every single drill. You can look up the description. If there's key points, they'd be there as well. Of course, you see the breaks and the water break. Each drill is going to be there fully expanded for you. If I didn't want to expand all of them, I can just click collapse, and then I can look at this little feature. So that's just going to expand one drill at a time. If I wanted to go in synchrony, I can make sure it's all available. If you're on a smaller device too, which is really great, you can just expand the view like this, and then everything is going to be larger for you. So it's going to be easier to see if you have it on your phone, if you have it on the ice. Of course, it's going to be much larger if you're on your computer, as I am right now. But if you're on a smaller device, it's going to be really great to expand that view to make sure it's visually appealing and that you can see it properly. So, of course, with CoachThem, it is web-based. So I could bring my phone on the ice, I could bring my iPad, a tablet on the ice, and even if I wanted to, bring a laptop on the ice and have CoachThem all on my technology, all on my devices. But we do understand that some coaches are still going to want to print this out, have it as a viewable copy, whether they want to put it on the whiteboard, put it on the glass, tape it there, have it for reference. We do, of course, have a printing feature as well. So you can adjust your heading here. You can have the name of the practice, of course, the date of the practice number. I can set this as 1. Duration, of course, is 80 minutes. I can put my different logo here as well. So the Team CoachThem logo. I can write in a little summary of the practice if I wanted to keep other notes for my assistant coaches or for myself. And of course, we have the different templates here as well. So you could have the sketch pad on the left-hand side with the description on the right and the key points below, or you can have the sketch pad at the top, description on the left, and the key points on the right there. To show you what it looks like when it's all set and ready, when I click print, of course, it's going to go to a different page, CoachThem practice. Every single drill is going to be laid out for you with the minutes allocated as per what I selected, and it's all going to be laid out in your practice plan there. So it's a really great option. If you didn't want to have your device on the ice, you can definitely use our templates, and we're going to be actually updating our templates very shortly to help improve the visibility of them, improve how they look on your eyes, and really help with that aesthetic appeal of the practice plans. But of course, you can customize it. You can change the heading. You can change your logo to add your own little team flair onto that as well. Really great if you want to just keep it and make it your own too. So of course, that's how it's going to be set up with my plans on the left-hand side of the page, November 1st practice plan. Everything's going to be set for me there. Again, I'm not going to go into the sharing capabilities and what would happen at the next step, because really the next step from here, after we've created the drills, after we put them into a practice plan, the next step is going to be sharing with your assistant coaches. So I really hope that you can come back and view the Saturday webinar, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to be running through how you can share it through our different outlets, through our team, through our association, and through the shared folder as well. If you have any questions, I do invite you to ask them in the Q&A section below. I'm right now going to throw over this chat feature for anyone viewing this at a different time other than live. I just put in my contact information. Again, my name is Stephen Evans. You can email me at stephen.evans@coachthem.com, or you can call me at 647-977-2290. So that's one outlet of reaching out to me. If you want to speak to myself or Mike, we also have this great chat feature at the bottom of the screen. Anything that you type in here is going to go directly to us, and we'll be able to answer any of your questions. We're always monitoring what's going through these conversations and what questions are being asked, and we're more than happy to help you out and provide any resources that you need to fully understand the platform. So if there's no questions right now, I'd like to, of course, thank you for your time listening in this morning. If you're viewing this at another time, I really hope you were able to learn something from this, know how to put everything together with your practice plan, and hope to see you again next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, where we're going to be teaching you how to share everything and put it together for your coaches. Thanks so much, and have a great morning. Take care.